one, we're going to write the quadratic function in vertex form. All right, so I just need to know what the vertex is. And remember, we go x equals the opposite of b over 2a. All right, for the vertex. And so in this case, the opposite of b would be -4, and 2 times 1 is 2. So that would be -2 for the x value. So that means I've got y equals, for my function, I know my slope a is 1, so that goes in front, and then I've got the vertex moved to the left 2, right? So in here, remember, is always, inside is always y, so it's always the inverse, it's the opposite, so it would be +2. All right, now the question is, what is the y value? All right, how does this vertex move up or down? All right, so when x is -2, what is the value of y? So I could do that on my calculator. I could just plug it in, or I could remember, just to review, I could do -2 store x. All right, it's always good to know how to use store. And then I'll just put in x squared plus 4x. So x squared plus 4x minus 1 is -5. So when x is -2, y is -5. All right? So that means that would be a -5 out there. All right? And then I can always check this on my calculator. I'll go y equals, and I'm going to type in the standard form, so that would be x squared plus 4x minus 1. All right, and if I graph that, oh, there's my stuff from before. So let me go to y equals. I'm going to arrow up and turn off the plot. And then I'm going to come down here. Oops, it looks like it's still on. Turn off the plot. And then I'm going to zoom 6 so that it's in standard, like normal. And I can see my graph there. So that is when I put it in standard form. Now let me put in my vertex form answer and see if they're the same. So I'll go to y2, and I'm going to put in, I don't need to put the 1, so I'll put x plus 2, x plus 2, close it up, and make it quadratic. So I'll put a little square there, and then I'm going to put -5. All right, and then if I hit graph, if they're the same, I should only see one parabola. And there was only one parabola. And then I can see also that, notice my vertex is here, it went left 2 and down 5. And so that looks good, right? Those are those transformations, right? Transformation-wise, that would be left 2, right? That's what this is, left 2. And then I've got my down 5. Okay, fantastic. Now let's do, try that again. Okay, so number 6, I've got x equals -b over 2a. So that would be the opposite of b would be a +8, and 2 times -2 would be -4. So that would be -2. All right, so for my vertex, it's at -2. So I get y equals, now a goes in front, so that's -2, parentheses, and it would be x of my vertex is -2, so remember it's always the opposite, right? Insiders lie. So, oops, I gotta make that +2. And then the question is, well, what's my y value gonna be? When x is -2, what's the y value? So I'll go ahead and I can put that into my calculator. So I'm going to quit out of here, and I'll clear that. So I want x to be -2, so -2 store x. All right, and now what is the y value? So now I'm going to type in this one, -2x squared. Oops. -2, oh gosh. negative 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. Okay, so when x is negative 2, that quadratic with the y is positive 11. All right, so that is going to be that right there. All right, so my vertex is going to be when x is negative 2, y is positive 11. And then you can always check this out by, because also if I put negative 2 here, right, that's 0, right? This is 0, and 2 times 0 is 0, so y equals 11. Okay. So, now let's type this in to check it out. Make sure they're both the same. In algebra, you can always get a perfect score. Put in negative, let's clear these out. And I'm just going to put in negative 2x squared, negative 2x squared, minus 8x plus 3. All right, and then, so that's standard form. Now I'm going to put in the vertex form. Negative 2, right, that's the slope. And so that's actually a stretch, right? A stretch and a reflection. And then I'm going to put in x plus 2, x plus 2, make that quadratic. And then I've got a plus 11. And if we look at the graph, right, you can see it's reflected, right? The negative made it reflected, right? That's a reflection. And then this is a stretch, right? And this made it go to the left 2, and then it went up 11. And you can see that when you look at the graph. Okay, if I wanted to see the very top, I could zoom out. So zoom 3. Enter, and then you can see the whole thing. All right. Okay, fantastic. And that's that. Good job.